Okay, here I am, take two. I think I'm live. Oh, hey, I have to wait for that one to show at the top. Okay, so if you were just there a minute ago, I'm back. Yay! Thanks, Apple. If I was teaching, in front of a class, I would never be sideways. Alrighty, welcome back, Vanessa. Good morning, Joan. Yes. We're always in transition, okay? Always in transition. Don't you sometimes wake up and you just feel like, whoa, so I'm feeling a little discombobulated, a little sideways, and you have to do something to recalibrate, get yourself the right way up. So that's just what happened. Happy Sunday. Yep, so sun, it's the day of the sun. It's the day when we radiate our sun's energy. That's why I always love teaching on a Sunday, because I feel like, I can totally be who I am on a Sunday. I can project that sun quality in myself. All right, so I have a friend here to help me with the class today. So this lovely pink unicorn with hair very similar to mine is with me. He, I don't know, we talked about this, Apple and I. Do unicorns have a gender? I don't think so. I think they're all encompassing, which is why they're a symbol of unity, of connection, of welcoming all beings. So this lovely unicorn travels with me in my Mustang, sits on my dashboard, and so, I have some time with this Mustang, Mustang Unicorn. Go, shoo. So today we have all the animals in the house. We have the doggies, the unicorns, and even my husband is still here. So these are times of adaptation, right? I think I said this a million times over the last few months, adapt or die. And so we're still all doing that. All right, so let's tune in. She doesn't have a name. They're just the Mustang Unicorn. I'm going to put her right there. I guess I refer to her as a her, but all right. Let's tune in. If you've got some rainbow clothing, put it on. I have to say, I do have lots of colourful clothing, but I didn't have many colours that had all the colours in it. So if you have, please post a photograph of yourself. Alrighty, so let's close our eyes. Take a few deep breaths, get into the body. So today we're going to talk about the radiant body, but the radiant body is the ultimate expression and collection of all the other bodies. So all the subtler bodies, the physical bodies, the auric bodies and spirit bodies. The radiant body is a connection of them all. So as you close your eyes and settle down, see if you can in some way realize there is more to you than this physical body, and even just the physical and the spiritual. There's so much more. Take some deep breaths. Rub the palms together. Bring the hands at the heart and let's tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Sadgurename, Jugadgurename, Sadgurename, Siddhigurudevaname. Adgurename, Jugadgurename, Sadgurename, Siddhigurudevaname. Adgurename, Jugadgurename, Sadgurename, Siddhigurudevaname. Deep breath in. Pull up on the root lock. Elevate your gaze, drop the shoulders, drop your worries, drop your baggage. Lift the heart, lift the corners of your mouth. Exhale. Now staying here for a moment and tuning in. Let me just simply list the 10 bodies and see what you can experience for yourself, what you can feel right here. So we have the soul body, the negative mind, the positive mind, and the neutral mind. We have the physical body that we know and love and carry around with us. We have our alkaline, we have our aura, we have the pranic body, the subtle body, and then the projection and expression and combination of them all is the radiant body. How are you shining out into the world? What is your projection? Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. And an exhale. Let it all go. Give it all a shake. All right, so hopefully you just then got to, tune into or experience a little bit of the wholeness of who you are. So normally I do my chakra classes on a Thursday evening, but I've had patients late in the clinic on Thursdays the last couple of weeks. And I thought that the chakra journey was over. Yeah, so Laura, Christine and I started that chakra journey back in April or May as an 8-week journey, through the basic chakra system, 1 through 7 through 8. And that was it. And then I kept getting these downloads literally through, very strong through the following weeks about the other chakras that make up part of us but that are never normally talked about. So we had the animal chakra, and then we had the silver chakra, the gold chakra, and then the shadow chakra, which really could have been a whole nother set of classes, because we could have focused on the shadow of the root, the second chakra, third, but we just did that shadow chakra, and I thought that's basically it. And then last Thursday, what happened, I was in bed drinking my coffee, looking out at the mountain as I do every single morning, and I was thinking, I'm going to miss tonight's class or this week's focus. I've really enjoyed this behind the scenes private group that we've got going on. Well, not private because anybody could have joined, but where we do a deeper delve. And I was just kind of thinking about that. And as I was looking at the mountain, honestly, this is what happened. A rainbow appeared in front of the mountain. I literally saw it form. I jumped out of bed and got my phone, totally naked, stood on the lanai, taking a photograph, and you can actually see, how it is made up of sunlight and rain. I actually saw the whole thing form. Got the download for the rainbow chakra, and then the next time it was gone. I came running downstairs oh my God, you never guess what happened. And so hence we are at the rainbow chakra. And as always, I feel wow, it is so relevant and so meant to be. And you know, so guided. So here we are. So I'm thinking, like, what is that representing? And I feel like it's really representing the radiant body. So of the 10 bodies that I just talked about, the radiant body is the alchemical interaction of all of those, and the way that therefore you radiate into the world. So you take a combination of your physical self, the 3 attributes of the mind, your auric and subtle bodies, and that creates really the expression of who you are before anybody actually can possibly even sees you. So it's said that this radiant body, you know, goes for 9 feet in all directions. So imagine you are in a room, or you know, and you get a sense of something before you see what it is, and maybe, you know, you turn around and there's a person there that just catches your energy field because theirs is so radiant. You know, perhaps there's somebody on the stage, perhaps there's somebody in a meeting. They don't need to be the one continually speaking, but by their very presence, you are drawn to them. You know that what they represent is some information you want to know about. And you know what's funny this morning? The word charisma is actually used by Yogi Bhajan, but this morning I have a few people that I love that are, that send out videos each day, and I don't know if you know who Russell Brand is, but I love Russell Brand. He's a Brit and he's a Kundalini practitioner, and he's a ex-addict. He's always referring to himself like he's gone through his dark night of the soul and come out the other side. But I love Russell Brand, and he has streams of consciousness that I just love listening to. Anyway, this morning he was somebody who popped up, and so I thought, I'll see what Russell Brand is speaking about, and he was speaking about charisma. I kid you not. All right, so think of your radiant body as being your charismatic body. So as well as my Mustang Unicorn today, I brought this picture. This picture hangs in my bathroom. So it literally sitting, like as I'm sitting on the toilet, this is exactly what I'm looking at. And when I finished my Kundalini teacher training, Guru Ratana and Guru Kirin presented all of us with a picture, and this was it. This is the picture, and I was so in love with this picture and everything that it represents. And she is, you can see all her bodies, all the radiant bodies, the radiant body. Okay, so 10 is the number from which all things have sprung and to which they must all return. The 10th stage of our soul conscious journey brings a conscious reunion with the light. At every stage of the journey, the soul has been drawn to the light. Now once more it immerses with itself. Radiant body has impenetrable radiance and reflects any external negativity and neutralizes any internal negativity within. A powerful 10th body makes one courageous and radiant. You project royalty and grace, both in how you act and how you present yourself. You carry yourself well and have a special light about you. You are bold, yet have finesse. Good things come to you without much effort. Your presence is magnetic and attention comes to you naturally. Alrighty. What else? Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do the Kriya to awaken our 10th body. Yes, the rain and the sun. The light and the dark, right? We got always a combination of things going on. This is alchemy, the alchemy of our amazing internal system, the alchemy of our thoughts, and we're just a reflection of the outer cosmos. All right, so this is a very active Kriya, and I'm going to try and do it so that we do a minute of each of these different kind of exercises, if you like. So there's 14 of them, so probably takes about half an hour. So get ready to actually move some prana, move some chi. Let me pop Mustang Unicorn right there. Okay, so first one is stretch pose. So stretch pose, we're going to be doing breath of fire. So let's just recap, and please go back to our one of the first videos we did on our YouTube channel, Kundalini Bliss 808, where we explain breath of fire, why we do it and how we do it. But very quickly, pumping at the navel, inhale, exhale, pumping at the navel. Now we add this to this lying down stretch pose. So stretch pose is you're pulling in your navel, bringing your upper body and your lower body up, head up, strong, and we do breath of fire. You can, of course, always modify. I kind of like that, give myself a little support here. All right, so we're just going to get straight into it. So laying on the floor. Remember, we're only going to do a minute, so everybody can do this. Going to take an inhale. Exhale, push your lower back into the floor. Bring up the upper body and legs, and breath of fire. Let's go. Three, two, one, inhale. Now we go straight to the exhale. Bend the knees, tuck the chin in, breath of fire. Three, two, one, squeeze. Good, exhale, relax. All right, so I don't want to give too much detail about each one, but needless to say, when you pump your navel, you'll know, activates your auric shield, also clears the mind. Yeah, so we're working at activating many of the bodies at the same time with these different breaths and kriyas. All right, now we come straight up into auric charge. So it's same breath of fire, but now we have our sacred geometry of the arms. So we're up here, thumbs are facing, strong, straight arms, open heart. Let's go. 2, 1. Inhale. Bring the thumbs to meet. Exhale. As you exhale, feel the auric shield around you. This is where we start to develop the magnetic field. Good, give it a shake. Yeah, so once we get beyond this, you know, the actual physical body, which, of course, you know, it's just part of us, and sometimes we have a strong physical body, sometimes it's not so strong, but equally we should think about, hey, how's my auric field doing right now? In Chinese medicine, we think about what's called the Wei Qi, and that's known as the field around you that protects you from, you know, invaders, bacterias, viruses. Dare we even say the word these days, right? Like you want to have they talk about having a strong Wei Qi. You know, once you get to your physical body, it's over, right? So all traditions, ancient traditions, know that we are way more than the physical, and that we need to spend as much time balancing, strengthening these subtler bodies. So this is what we're doing. Alrighty, next one. We're going to have our legs wide. So really what we're doing now is what's called the life nerve stretch. Life nerve referring to our sciatic nerve. So it's good to sit on something here. I've got a cushion here. You know, sit on the edge of something so that the hips actually roll forward. All right, so we're going to inhale up, exhale over. Inhale up, exhale over. Stretching the sciatic nerve, the longest nerve in the body. Runs from the hips all the way down the legs to the toe. We want to have good blood flow. So of course this relates to our physical body, the way that we actually move through the world with our feet on the floor. How strong and secure is our foundation? Literally our physical lower body. If you've got a problem with your sciatic nerve, you know that you're not moving them through the body, through the world as much as you would like. You're not quite being as flexible or speedy or easy as you would like. Oh, I think that might be a minute. All right, so come up. Then exhale to the left, just relax a minute. Feel that stretch, go into it with your breath. Good, and the other side. Okay, now you're going to take hold of, if you can, both of your big toes, but if you can't do that, you can take hold of your legs, your ankles, it's all good. All right, then you're going to inhale, lift up, exhale, bend the elbows. So get into a rhythm, doesn't have to be my rhythm. The benefit of not playing music, of which I can't really find many benefits, but at least I can hear my breath. So my breath right now is the drum beat, the rhythm section. Three, 2, 1. Hold and stretch. Good. Exhale. Now your knees have been wide. Your knees have been open and wide a little bit there. So just tuck your hands underneath and lift, and bring them in. Let's have a tap. All right. Good job. All right, so now we're kneeling up. If that's, if that's possible for you, please kneel up. If it's not possible, then get yourself into another position where you can lift the spine. All right, so we're moving into some spinal flexes. Nice and easy. Inhale, and you just do a natural drop for the exhale. Again, let your rhythm of your breath be your drum beat, be your guide. So pulling the prana in through the nose, down the spine. Then you just exhale, relax it, let it out. Keep the face relaxed. Keep a smile, a gentle smile. Three, two, one. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Alrighty. So stay here on your knees. If you can, you're going to bring your hands up onto the shoulders. Elevate the elbows a little bit, get this nice stretch underneath the armpits. Tuck in your lower spine, so you want to pull up on the root lock, so have a strong base, so that when you twist, you're twisting from the waist up. Strong base, twisting from the waist up. So you inhale left, exhale right. Three, two, one. Come to center. Now, slide the hands behind a little, and then we're going to inhale, exhale. Three, two, one. Inhale, squeeze up. And exhale, drop down. Rotate the shoulders. Just take a minute to check in. So we're doing well, 10:47. Yeah, we're doing well. So if anybody hasn't told you today, you are doing a great job. We are moving through challenging times. In one way or another, everybody's got to, step up, transmute, transform. And if you're still here, I can tell you, you're doing a great job. Everybody's got their own internal process. So we're all relearning how to navigate with the world as it is right now. How do we move through the world and still retain our radiance. You know, there's many forces out there that are trying to shut us down, keep us inside, stop us from being outside and shining our light and radiating our light, our essence, connecting, unity. Yeah. So how are we still managing to do that? Somehow that is your job. You still have to find a way of being a strong light, some charisma in the world. And you know, here is where the full benefit of your radiant body comes in. Can you walk through safe ways with your mask on, you know, and still somehow bring an element of light, of joy, of positivity, of hope to everybody around you? Can you do that? Can you even do it from, you know, your own home? This is why I'm with you now. This is why I continue to connect with you through this powerful medium of Facebook, because it's my way of continuing to shine and elevate and hopefully inspire and keep you inspired. All right, enough chit chat, let's move on. So this next one, we are clasping our hands together. These are kind of cosmic wood chops, if you like. Again, you want to keep that strong base because you don't want the spine kind of moving too much. So you're going to inhale up, exhale down, as if you're chopping wood. So for those of you who've been doing Kundalini Yoga a long time, you know that this is for the auric field, magnetic fields, subtle fields. Three, two, one, inhale. And exhale, shake it out. Okay, so that is one, you know, and the main reason that we want to have this developed radiant body, because in times of darkness, you know, we are the light. Yogi Bhajan says, be the lighthouse. Be the light, spread the light, live the light, travel light. Yeah, so. But the other reason is because when we have this strong radiant body, as we just read, life becomes a little easier, in as much as, you know, there is more grace of energy flow. And energy flow is everything you want it to be. If you want material things, if you want financial things, if you want, you know, whatever connections, health, whatever it is you want, it actually is said to come easier to you, magnetize to you when you have this strong magnetic field radiating out. Okay. Next bit. So now we're working on the shoulders. So we're going to inhale, exhale, and then after we've done that for a little while, we're going to do both together. Okay, so find your rhythm, find your groove. So even though I try to give a lot of explanation as to what's going on, there is so much more. I am a, you know, teacher by nature. I was a school teacher for nearly 20 years. So that is, I want to explain. I don't want anybody to be doing things blindly. So I give as much explanation that might inspire you to go off and do your own research. But mostly, I know I'm not breathing in, I'm just moving. Mostly it's experience. Do you feel a difference when you do this? Yeah, because that's the ultimate. Okay, inhale both at the same time. So what is a good scientific test? It's not just that one person had this effect. This thing had effect on one person in this given time. A good scientific test that's actually going to prove something is over time. And with this amount of people, there was this consistency of results. So yoga has been around for a long, long, long time. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, drop. In fact, yoga, is probably more popular now than it's ever been. Now, of course, there's many reasons for that, but ultimately people wouldn't do it if they didn't get results, yeah? So, and now, like say meditation. Now all the scientific studies, through the brain mapping, through being able to test the field of the heart and the mind and the coherence that happens, it's proven, whoa, yeah, this is effective. So at some point, yes, you take my word for it, you do your research, but you go in and you experience for yourself what's the transformation over time, not today, not for the 15 minutes that I do this occasionally. It's like over a period of time. How am I? What's happening? Alrighty. Okay, one more neck one. So you're inhale, exhale. Three, two, one. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah, so consistency is key. Yeah, it's that, what do we do on a daily basis that makes up really who we are? That is that charisma, the radiance. What did you do in the first lockdown? I asked this question yesterday. It's a time to be asking questions. We're now, lockdown revisited. Yeah, first time it happened, we were in shock. Yeah, we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what effect it was going to have on our lives. Yeah, so, we all kind of reacted in shock. But now we've been there, we've done that. We know what worked for us. We know what didn't work for us. I mentioned yesterday what didn't work for me. I sat around watching Great British Baking Show on Netflix, baking every day, whatever having. But the pounds went on, right? And then that didn't make me feel good. This time around, I ain't gonna do that. So what did you learn? Did you learn to somehow navigate the space that you're sharing with everybody else in it? You're at home with your family. You're suddenly homeschooling your kids. You got your husband there, possibly. Perhaps you're with your extended family. How did you learn to navigate that? Did you learn to alter the way you're speaking? Yeah, this is not going to last forever, this situation. And so we don't want to start to talk about it like it's a forever thing. So what are rainbows? Yeah, they are a symbol of hope. They're a symbol of miracles. They're a symbol of faith. They're a symbol of unity. Think about all the ways that rainbows have been used symbolically. This is the radiant body. This is what we're activating. You know, I'm happily putting together the rainbow and the unicorn. To me, they're the same thing, and that's their representation. All are welcome. All are loved. All are accepted for the brightness and the diversity for who they are, which leads me nicely into we have one more to go on the exercise. It's going to be the frog pose, so I'm just giving you a little rest because frog pose is, woo. Okay, so from my I Am deck, I actually purposely picked this one out today because I made these cards. I know what the resonance behind them is. So here's the unicorn card, and it's I am magical. And it's not what you initially think, when you think about I am magical. I want you to have that initial reaction, but actually the message is not that. The message is about taking off your judgmental blinkers or blinders, whatever you call them here. Taking off the blinders of judgment. Because when you do that, you can live in a magical way because you see the wonder in everybody and everything because you're not clouded. So that's magical living. That's this rainbow unicorn, radiant living. Expand your vision to see the magic and mystery in the world around you. Open your eyes and see the true beauty in all beings. Drop any judgments which limit your view of this amazing world. That's unicorn living, my friends. All right, are you ready for frog pose? Okay, so frog pose. Toes off the floor, heels together. So this is your inhale, and then the exhale, the feet stay totally the same. But they don't go down to the floor. The heels stay off the floor and together. All right, so it's an inhale. My hair's going to go crazy right now. So we're ready. We're going to do 26. I'll count, like every 10 I'll shout out. Ready? That's 1. That's 10. $20. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right. Frog pose. Puts it all together. Stretch out. And when you're ready, woo, gently come up. Just have a little wriggle around. Shake it out. Okay. All right, you see the similarity? Something we were remembering recently. Do you remember the troll dolls? Trolls? When I was a kid, back in the 60s, troll dolls were a thing. So they were colored dolls, and they had this crazy hair. So, I used to be called a troll doll, and people used to buy me. A bit like people now, I'm very easy to buy for, I guess. A bit like people buy me all kind of glittery things now, sequiny things. Then it was all like troll dolls. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, look them up. All right, so there are a couple of meditations that you can do to also activate the radiant body. I'm not going to do them here because last week I played some music and then my whole the whole class disappeared. So, but I will put links to them. So there's the Gobinde Mukande, which is really one of the ultimate mantras. So I'll put a link to that, and Ajai, I think it's Alai Ajai. So those are two that really activate the 10 bodies. Other things that you can do archer pose, so archer pose. Wearing white is white contains all the colors, so it's a strong activation of the body. Plus, it does kind of radiate out into your field when you wear white. When you wear black, it absorbs in. When you wear white, it radiates out. What else? Cold showers. Putting your hair up. And imagining that you have a crown. So if we look at the words, radiant body gives you spiritual royalty and radiance. It will give you grace in the face of any obstacles. So we are, again, this is alchemy, it's transformation. Do we see something as a problem, an obstacle, or do we see it as an opportunity to think of the solution to expand? That's the true alchemy. That's the true transformation. So to that message, I picked out another one of my Am cards, which is I am royal. Always wear your invisible crown. Be graceful and dignified in all situations. So when we have a radiant body, we move through the world more in that manner. Not all the time. I'm sure the Queen has a, meltdown every now and again. But, we just want to, improve our life generally. All right, my lovelies. I am going to gong it up. So, lay down. I'm going to maybe she wants to. I'm going to let Mustang Unicorn relax and enjoy the gong bath. Okay, so I'm going to play, please relax, and then after I've played, I'll, in fact, let's close now, and then you can just kind of drift off after the gong bath, or stay laying down, no need to get back up. So let's just bring the hands in prayer, take a few deep breaths. Feel your radiance. And let's close with 3 Satnams together. Satnam. Satnam. Satnam.